Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is going to be a update video on our outdoor grows we have going on, and I always get a lot of messages asking for updates, and I get it because a lot of people post like the starts of projects and procedures and stuff, but then they don't show you any results. They don't post you updates. So that's what this video is going to be all about. It is a little breezy out here, so there might be a little wind noise in the mic, so sorry about that if I get it, but we've been having some really warm, humid weather here the last few days, and we actually have, you can see the sky is looking pretty hazy. We have some thunderstorms coming this afternoon, I believe. So I was poking around here in the garden, and see if I can get back. I got to get back behind our hydrangeas here. Do this without killing myself. I should probably be wearing something other than flip-flops to do this, but we're just gonna go for it. So I was poking around back here and I found this. So these are our Michigan oyster totems that we started in the spring, and one of them is just blowing up with oyster mushrooms here. And it's kind of interesting because this strain was listed as a cool or cold weather strain, but they are blowing up in the heat of the summer here. The humidity and a little bit of moisture from the rain we got probably got them going. I don't think that this is a true like big time fruiting. I think this is just like a little, even though it is fairly substantial, it's just like a small summer fruiting. I've had these oysters do this before. It's fairly common. Even the cool weather ones, like when we get some rain or some really humid conditions in the summer, they'll pop like a small fruiting like this. And it's all contained. You can see we'll come around the backside here. It's all around the bottom of this totem. These are a little smaller now. These giant clusters back here, yesterday, those were like this size right here. That's how much they've grown. They've like probably 10 times the size in like 24 hours. So we're gonna pick these before the fungus flies get after them, because I was kind of poking around on them. They don't seem too bugged up yet, and they're beautiful oysters. We'll get a little better look at them once I pick them. But again, this is the Michigan oyster strain on cottonwood logs, and this strain was given to me by Gary from Fresh Fungi / Fresh from the Farm Fungi as a freebie with a liquid culture order, and so far looking pretty good. I'm still expecting the main fruiting to be, there's one of those little beetles, I don't know if you saw him, those little orange-headed beetles that love oyster mushrooms. I think they actually go after the mites that live on the mushrooms. But anyway, I'm still expecting the main fruiting to come in the fall, but we got a nice summer flush here. So that's our totems. I'm gonna pick those in a minute. But before we do any oyster picking, I also want to take you on a tour of the garden beds while we're out here. So this is the Winecap herb bed, and even though I've been picking dill and basil, I still have a ton of dill and basil. I need to get making some pickles. And I have stuff to do with basil, but not that much basil, so I'll probably end up drying some of that. And we have parsley behind that, and cilantro, which is kind of bolting on me. I need to trim that back. And our cucumbers are looking prolific back here. I have some really big cukes. I need to pick some of them. And so all the herbs are doing really well, and the winecap mycelium seems to be doing well also. If you dig down in here, you'll see it's just full of winecap mycelium. Try and zoom in there. You can see anywhere there's any woody debris, like this wood chip here, just totally loaded with that ropey rhizomorphic winecap mycelium. So it's looking good. I may add a little additional woody debris into this bed in the form of some wood chips or aspen shavings. I'm just a little concerned it's going to run out of nutrition, and I had some limbs come down out of my maple trees, so I might chip them up and work them in just to give it a little extra food, and hopefully in a couple months we'll have a bunch of winecaps. So we'll go next door here to the vegetable bed now, and in the back I have a ton of peppers. These are Hungarian hot wax. You can see that one plant is loaded up. There's like 8 or 9 peppers on that one plant. Got sweet peppers in front of them, cherry tomatoes, eggplant, and right in front of the eggplant is where we buried our Maitake blocks. I did put some straw down up here to try and maintain moisture, but it looks like some of the straw is kind of blown away on me. But our Maitake blocks are right down in there, one over here, and they're just chilling. We're still a couple months away from when they're going to want to fruit as well, so I'm just trying to keep them moist and let them do their thing, and they should come around the same time as the Winecaps, if not a little bit before. Kind of depends on the temperatures and rainfall and that. So that's our garden beds, and everything's looking good. Hopefully in another couple months we'll be loaded up with mushrooms back here too. But for now, let's go get picking on these oyster mushrooms. I'm just gonna pick everything, even these smaller ones, because they have a tendency to get bugged up really fast. They're gonna need a rinse because I have some buckwheat hull mulch mixed in on them, but they're beautiful oysters, kind of like a cream colored cap on them, a little whiter stem. And especially with outdoor oysters, I'd rather get them too early than too late because they do get bugged up really heavy. Get a good focus on these here, right there. Very nice. This totem is actually like fused to the ground too, which I might be better off getting a knife. Let's go grab a knife so I can kind of slice clean along the surface of the log, because I can't really rock this log up. It's like fused to the ground by the mycelium. So I'll grab a knife. I think I have one right in the garage. Alright, I'll try it with the trusty fillet knife here. Trying not to damage the clusters. But yeah, look at that. That's a beautiful cluster. That nice oyster mushroom smell to them too. It reminds me of anise a little bit. So that's a really nice cluster there. Oh, we don't want to tip our box over. Again, I'm going to try and saw. Oh, it's going to be a tough angle here. Let's get this little cluster. Those little guys. Try this one from other angle there. That's the biggest cluster of them all. I didn't get every single one there, but another beautiful big fatty cluster. Get the rest here. It's a little tricky to film and pick in tight quarters, but hopefully I'm not screwing it up too bad here. All right, so that's them. It's probably I'd say about a pound of oysters for a light little summer flush, and they are beauties. So I'm gonna go clean these up. I might eat some, dehydrate some. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them yet. But with oysters, you always want to use them ASAP because they don't keep as well or as long as some of the other mushrooms. They'll keep well in the fridge as long as you keep them moist and cool for, 3-4 days. Usually isn't a big deal. But after that, you're either going to want to dry them or cook with them. So that is going to be it for today for the update, guys. Let me know what you think. And hit me up in comments. As always, I'll always be checking comments if you have any questions, and catch you next video.